Fauci, if I could just ask you to reflect on the early days of this pandemic and the mixed messages that were coming out of, this White House, and how that affected people's trust, and how you're going to take that message forward in future pandemics, and the importance of trust, and how you would advise Dr. Jha and his colleagues to emphasize that in future pandemics.
Well, there was really a difference early on in the first weeks to months of the outbreak, because we were dealing with truly a moving target. And when you're dealing with things like reporting and discussing with the press, making recommendations, making guidelines, you have to make it on the basis of the information that you have at that time. But what's happening is that we were not dealing with a static situation. We were dealing with a dynamic situation. First, we thought it was just animal to human, didn't spread well from human to human. Then we found that it spread very well. And then we found out that it spread enormously well. Then we found out that it was aerosolized. Then we found out that 50 to 60% of the people who transmit it don't have any symptoms at all. So the recommendations that were based on what you knew in January, when you get to March, April, and May, they will change. Understandably, that leads to a question on the part of the public is why they keep changing things. A simple comparison and analogy, in January, 2 + 2 = 4. In April, May, August, September, 2 + 2 still equals 4. When you're dealing with an evolving outbreak where the information you get changes from week to week and month to month, we've got to probably do a better job of, when we talk to the public, explain that this is a dynamic situation that could change. I've said that from this podium multiple times when we were talking about, for example, do we need to do anything different now when we had 15 cases? I said, but, however, semicolon, this could change. The only thing people heard when they throw it back at you, well, you said we don't have to worry about anything. So you just got to make sure you always underscore the dynamic nature of what you're dealing with.